Hello, we are back with the third operation of Regiments. This operation is called Blind Guard and covers the West German army responding to the recent East German attacks and counterattacking in force. In the operation log, we see the first event called Raid, where they say an East German MLRS battalion provided support to overwhelm border guards and launch an attack. And we are going to be counterattacking, attacking at night to take out those rocket launchers. Now to start with, our force is pretty weak, I'd say. We have two Luke's recon units. These aren't really good for much other than your actual recon functionality. Our tanks are Leopard 1s, so they're going to have trouble holding up against anything modern. They'll even be outmatched against T-72s pretty well. We have one platoon of Martyr infantry. These are pretty solid, have ATGMs on the vehicles, and then a platoon of Pioneers and M113s. So the assault engineers are pretty solid, but the vehicles themselves are slow and weak. The Jaguars provide a good ATGM capacity for us, and then we have some mortars, some MLRS, and anti-air. So I think with the 250 operational authority we start off with, I'm definitely going to take this Belgian recon task force. Two reasons for that. I love the Scorpion. Actually provides decent armor piercing with 13 AP, and it's fast, so you can use it to respond to any breakthroughs, and can even take on some tanks as long as you're keeping it in cover, moving quickly, and getting side shots. And the AIFV BC-25s have a 25mm autocannon, really good for taking out both infantry and APCs, and plus having that extra infantry to back up our forces will also help. When we look at the upgrades here, we can upgrade this and start getting in some air support. And at the top upgrade, I really like those Spartan Voltigeurs plus their ATGMs. Now we've got 150 left, and I think I'm going to upgrade that right now just so we have that airstrike off the bat. And our deployment points are less than half of our total force deployment cost, so I'm going to spend the rest on deployment points and be able to bring in more units. Let's look at our events. Alright, so we've got 1 negative, 1 neutral, and 2 positive. Now, no external supplies and supply platoons cannot be deployed. I might do that one early if we're thinking we won't have any sustained offensives. Maybe not use our own artillery much. Spurious events, I haven't actually seen this one before. 50% chance of plus 150 deployment points, 50% chance of minus. That's interesting. Extended ops give us an extra 5 minutes. I don't know if I want to use that one yet. That might be good in a second phase if you think you're in a good spot and want to capture more points. Now, I think just kick things off here, let's go with supplies disrupted. We'll get that one out of the way right off the bat and see how things go. Alright, so looking at this map, we've got two objectives here. Destroy the targets at Hill 72 up here, and at Friedland up here. We're an infantry-heavy force with some weaker tanks, so I don't want to be out in the open too much over here. And there's less points to capture. So what I think I'm going to do is leave maybe a recon or blocking force on the left, and try to attack through and capture some of these high-value targets out to the left. Now, the only drawback I see there is this entrance point for enemies, where when we get up closer to the objectives, they might be able to hit us in the back, so we'll have to watch out for that. Alright, let's get started. First, get some recon up there, get some eyes on what's going on. We'll definitely need infantry to take this. Mortars will be huge in taking the urban locations for us. You know, even though our tanks are weak, I think having one in the back, just to protect our back line, is going to be really helpful. Let's bring in some more infantry. Let's get some recon maybe in this tree line. And, you know, having MLRS can be helpful, especially if we're trying to move into a fortified location like this. Let's get started. Now, because we're NATO, we're definitely going to have better night vision. Most of our units have advanced or thermal night vision, while most of the Warsaw Pact ones will have basic. So here we're already facing a bit of a counterattack. Don't have anything else I can send at them, but I'm going to get my infantry out and use that full firepower of those platoons. And let's get these tanks in the fight as well. I don't think we're in too much trouble here. There we go, one platoon of tanks taken out. What is giving us trouble is these T-55s. I'm going to get my Leopard 1s up there, and Leopard 1s can take on T-55s. That will not be a problem. It's just keeping them away from our APCs. And they're not super accurate either. Our Scorpions are actually holding out well. As I say that, they start taking hits. Let's get them out of there. Yep, so now they're suppressed. And we'll just keep this Luke's over here. Don't want any surprises. Get this illuminated, although I'm kind of wondering about not using illumination at all, because our night vision is so far superior to our enemies. So I wonder if that would actually be to our advantage not to use it. Now these T-72s are panicking. We're taking extra fire, so I'm going to pull back. I can't see who's hitting us yet. I wonder who that would be. And I'm saving up some support points. Oh wow, I didn't realize these Mirages were 50 points. That could be challenging, because we're not going to be able to afford that for a while. I'm waiting for the right opportunity to use my rocket artillery, and I think this might be it. We don't have supply companies here, so they're essentially going to be one shot. And they're doing some work. These guys are panicking and suppressed. Actually gonna smoke this off. Yeah, I gotta get those martyrs out of there. Now would actually be a good time for some tanks to come in. So we get 2 shots with these. And our Pioneers will have no trouble with these T-55s, taking them out. Let's actually get our Pioneers in to capture Swamp West. Okay, so they do have guys in those woods. I thought they were empty. Let's not push it there. No reason. Alright, so still nothing going on the backside. These guys have pretty good vision to see what's going on. No reason to be worried about that. These Fusiliers are holding up pretty well also. I'm still letting them hold steady where they're at. Keep this anti-tank unit busy. Wish I had more artillery. I think I'm gonna save this last rocket barrage for when we're actually ready to move. Because we are not ready yet. Oh, you know, maybe it's time. These T-55s? Yeah, both T-55s. They're suppressed. And with the rockets coming in, they're gonna probably panic. So let's put all the fire we can on these infantry. Just smoke off the swamp in case they start trying to hit us from there. Get the Lars out because it's out of ammo. And yeah, I would really like to have more artillery in this situation. And once we get within 800 units, oh no, our Fusiliers actually don't have any anti-tank left, so I'm going to get them out of there before we lose them unnecessarily. I don't think we have any need for that right now. Alright, those infantry are pulling back. Let's get as much ground covered as we can while there's that opening, and these T-55s are still suppressed. Now we've got the 4 anti-tank units in our martyrs, and they should be able to take them out. We're close enough. They're fully suppressed. We're in cover. This could be a big success. And let's get more leopards up. Yeah, we have the leopards and the pioneers ready. I don't know if I want to call in the jaguar or what here. Let's see. No, let's call in more infantry. I don't think you can ever have too many infantry for an urban fight like this. And I'm guessing our Panzermorcer's just about out of ammo. Alright, I'm dumb. I did not realize this was an artillery strike. I don't know how I missed that until now. So we've got Marth North covered. Got that captured. That's nice. That's 50 points for us. And, yeah, so we've got that. Now Marth South is next. I haven't been able to see any enemies actually in there. I don't want to be too risky with it. So let's send the Panzer Grenadiers there. It seems counterintuitive, but in an urban environment like this, your infantry are actually going to be a little more durable than your tanks. One lucky shot isn't going to take them out. Alright, so there they are. And pioneers are great for assaulting locations like this. You've got the assault engineers unit who can do some really heavy damage to dug-in enemies. So I don't think we'll have a problem taking this. This is exactly what pioneers are for. Alright, they do have T-72s here. I'm gonna pull my leopards back before we lose any. The big thing here is just to capture points, make sure our forces are built up, rather than beat down before the next mission. Now the Shilka could do damage if they're able to actually get it on our troops, but I don't think they would last long enough for that. Alright, so planning next moves.
Zone captured.
Let's see where we are. Alright, our Panzermorcer's just about out of ammo. Let's get this captured. Move the Scorpion up to, oh, we got more friends here. Let's get that taken care of. Good time for an artillery strike, just soften them up. It'll be less of our guys we have to deal with, and our mortars are almost out of ammo. Just don't want to get in too close. And with the artillery coming in, I know I'll be just fine taking these guys out, so I'll pull those infantry and the martyr out while they're still healthy. And if you look at our units here, the Lars has no ammo left. Our Panzermorcer The mortar is going to be the same way, just because we don't have external supply this mission. So I think to get rid of that card and advance like we are, I'd call that a success. Calling a little more armor, get ready to push on the R&D building. Don't have to rush. We have another full phase, but I do want to get closer. Number one, to build up our forces, but then also to make it shorter, a shorter distance we have to push.
Zone captured.
Okay, so we've got that captured. And we're also bringing up reinforcements here. We've got a leopard and a jaguar. Alright. We've got contact. Now, a scorpion sneaking in the back like this can do some really serious damage to just about anything. Hopefully the Jaguar is able to take out this T-72, yep. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted, the Scorpion, hitting him in the back. Okay, so they're counterattacking. We'll sit tight for a minute, see where they're coming from. These Pioneers are getting a little beat up, so we'll just pull back for now. Don't want to lose any. Calling some reinforcements. I don't know if we'll have time to bring in the Mirage bombs yet. We'll see. So next steps for us. Trying to decide here. Probably call the Scorpions back in. I'm waiting to see exactly where this counter attack comes from, so I know how to counter it. Then again, if we move up a little bit, we'll be able to see if it comes from here. If it comes from here, it'll be along the same axis of attack, so it won't make too big of a difference. Let's get those Pioneers back now that they're refitted. And same with the Scorpion. I love the Scorpion. That is probably one of my favorite vehicles in the game right now.
5 minutes remaining.
Alright, so we've got 5 minutes. Let's get some illumination on this. Might help us see if there are any enemies in there. Smoke it off, and let's get in there. I haven't seen that counterattack yet, and if they come through this side, that'll create some problems for us, but it won't be too big of a deal. Okay, so there they are. That is quite a few, but we'll be okay. Pull this leopard back. Let's pull them way back. And we'll do what we do best with Pioneers, get them in a wooded area. Alright, so they're taking losses. I think we fought this off pretty effectively. I'm going to pull this Martyr back. Let's see, do we have time? Yeah, we'll be okay. Then again, these Scorpions are going to get some side shots, and that will be brutal on whatever they're able to hit. They can fire quickly, they've got a good rate of fire, and they can penetrate pretty much anyone's side armor at least, and some frontal armor too. Now I wonder why they're bum rushing me so much. This is unusual when you think about how we've played previous campaigns and what we've seen. Don't usually see that happen. So now we are getting real close to Hill 72. I wonder if we'll be able to take it. To take the orchards. That would be really big for us. I wonder, we've got the points here. I'm just gonna do a bombing run. In retrospect, it might not have been wise to waste the points, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll hit something in that area. Nope, doesn't look like we got anything. But we'll be in good shape to move on the orchards and Hill 72 for the next phase. I'm going to pull those leopards back so that they're ready to fight and resupply right away. And yeah, as this is ending, I'm pretty happy with how the first phase went. Only 6 losses to 39 for them, for vehicles. And I think that's what ends up mattering the most. Our leopards did a surprisingly good job for being leopard 1s. But I'm always going to look to my favorite, the scorpions here. So let's see how it looks on the operational side. We managed to get 157 operational authority and just 20 points of losses here. So that's a great start for us. We'll be able to call in some new forces, and I'm excited to see where we go for the second phase of this. Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoy this game as much as I am.